Hello there, and we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen, and those of you who are coming from Jersey Show, big ups to all of you. Jez just had a very big show, and of course, Oregon Guna was down there, chopping it up with them and TJ, our friend. But you know what, yeah, guys, me and Dal went to the depths, yeah, to go bring this guy out. Yeah, we went to bring this guy out. See, yeah, guys, yeah, when I started this channel, this guy, Prince Forward, was one of those big brothers that, decided to jump on this channel and, just bring me out there, and solidified me down here, yeah. So this is a very big one for me, for Prince Forward to come back to the show and, just strut his stuff, yeah. You guys already know him, yeah, a legend in this space, yeah. See, no other person. No other person than Prince Fuad. It's it. Prince Fuad, welcome to the show, man.
Welcome. So honored to be back, man. What's happening? Well, big up to Tony Claude. Big up to Honor Gunner. We're gonna get down to business and talk some Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly, man. See, and of course, guys, see, all you guys, yeah, my partner in crime, yeah, all the time, yeah. It is the Dal and Claude Premier League show, season one, episode five. Five episode with this legendary brother of mine, yeah. Prince Fuad, you better get prepared because Oregon Gunner would likely ask you some questions and
Yeah,
try to.
Honor Gunner's cool, man. He knows already. I got an answer for all the keys, man.
Of course you do.
Oregon Gunner has a lot of things to point out to you because this is a joint show between me and my friend here, Oregon Gunner. So it's a joint one. We both own the show. So see, no other person than Oregon Gunner. You're welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Fuad,
What's going on, man?
what do you think? 3 points in the bag.
Like they say in America, what's crack-a-lacking?
What's cracking? What's happening, for shizzle, my nizzle? What's going on?
You know how we do, baby. Bro, you know what? This season, bro, like obviously I've been watching a lot. I even though I haven't been on YouTube for a while, I have been watching a lot of YouTube and watching a lot of people see what they're saying about the team. And I watch a lot of people and that's when you counter it. And to be honest with you, if we're gonna talk about this Manchester United game, I find something. I'll put the question to you. I'll put a question to you, Tony. Now, I'll just say, have you seen something different this season than last season?
Yeah, I see we have a passenger at left midfield that doesn't want to score goals or pass the ball accurately.
Yeah.
Havertz is the big difference.
Yeah,
right?
but you know what? Do you know what has happened this season? What wasn't happening last season?
Thank you, DVS, for taking that away from me, man. Because
do you know?
Sorry, Tony, by cutting that.
What's happened? I what's happened last season? What's happened this year? What happened last season? Actually, the subs, they're coming off the bench and actually impacting the game and getting something out of the game and getting the results. That never happened last season. Like Fabio Vieira and Nketiah last week. This week, Fabio Vieira again.
Yeah.
Wait, but Prince Fuad, yeah. Some people would also argue that also shows inconsistency. And see, yeah, Prince Fuad, say, yeah, I'll give Eddie Nketiah his props, yeah. He scored a goal. He scored two goals for us, yeah. At the starting at the first game and in the second game, he did that. I clearly understand that. But in that game against Manchester United, look at his positional play. Look at what he did in the first half. It was totally nowhere to be found. This is fact. This is fact.
I disagree with you, man.
It was no. But it was until when Gabriel Jesus came in, and then we started seeing that true link-up play in and around that attack.
I disagree with you on that, bro.
No, I get that. I get that.
I think
But again, he didn't score a goal. So this is the
but what he does though, I tell you what he does. All right, who had a good game? All right, who had a good game in the first half? Martinelli, right?
Rice and Martinelli.
Rice had a
No. I'm saying attacking wise, who's one of our best attackers? People say
Martinelli.
Martinelli, yeah.
Martinelli,
Do you
yeah.
know what? Do you know what Eddie Nketiah does? He gives them. You know what he's good at? He's good at spinning off, and he's good at pressing them strike defenders. There's one thing any defender will tell you: they hate two kinds of strikers: a one who can spin off, and the one who can hold the ball good. His goals will come. He can score goals. Eddie Nketiah was just all right. He was just going at him, and when he was doing that, they worried more about Eddie than they are on Martinelli. You know, Eddie Nketiah. Look him 2 times in a row this season. Okay, when he broke through Eddie Nketiah, the Fulham player clothesline him. This guy kicked his head off. He's dangerous, bro. People don't realize, people don't realize how good Eddie is. But when you win, them defenders, you go like when people talk about the Newcastle defenders, you ask them the worst striker they played against last season. That's what you say, Eddie Nketiah, because even though he never scored that game, he gives them defenders nightmares, bro.
I don't believe that. You ask Newcastle, they're going to say Erling Haaland, bro. Come on.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just saying is for Arsenal last season, they even give him he gives defense. No, but I'm just saying people don't rate him. It's like when he scores.
Because of what we've seen for the last 3 seasons, bro.
Prince Fuad, you have to compromise on this topic a little bit. Yeah,
because we hate him, bro.
He has been given lots of opportunities. I'm not saying that he's shit. Guys, just listen to me. I'm not saying that he's totally shit or whatever. Scoring those goals at the start of the season, that shows a mark of improvement. But my problem is, can he continue with that fit? Is Eddie Nketiah that striker, Prince Fuad and Oregon Gunnar? Is he that striker that could come in, if I need a goal right now and he tap boom, he gets that goal for me? Is he that kind of striker? Is he the kind of striker that will consistently give me goals? 10 goals in 15 matches.
But then the only striker doing that really in the Premier League is Eden Haaland.
Oh well, and that's the difference between champions and the ones
and the thing is, everyone could say
champions in it.
It's like everyone's saying about, okay, for instance, I'll give you an example now. A lot of people say, okay, Eddie Nketiah, but when people know when you watch football and you play football, everyone's saying go and get Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney's a good striker. Ivan Toney's a good striker, and I'll tell you, no Arsenal fans, but when he comes to Arsenal, it's like what did Declan Rice say? You're coming with a weight on your shoulder. You're not coming. He ain't coming to Arsenal thinking. He's like thinking, that he's going to be the main man of Brentford. When you're coming through that door, he's coming with a weight on his shoulder. So when people say, okay, get Ivan Toney, it's all good saying it, but how do you know you're under the pressure? You've seen already. I'll give you an example now. People were comparing Declan Rice to Caicedo. Caicedo had one good season.
Right.
One good season. Right. Declan had 5 good seasons. Look at Declan Rice's interview yesterday. I come here with weight on my shoulder. Caicedo was one season. All the Arsenal fans were bugging. Why did we get Rice? But this is the YouTube world. But look at Caicedo now. He gave a penalty away against West Ham, and he was shocking yesterday against Nottingham Forest. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but when he went to Chelsea, it ain't Brighton. When you're bored, they're telling you, "Oh, it's fine. Just go out there and have a good time." You're coming to Chelsea. You got to deliver here, mate. The difference, bro.
See, guys in the chat, big ups to all of you in the chat. We have about 14, 15 people in the chat, See, Jez is in the house, Big ups to Jez. Jez, the godfather himself, is down here. He had a very great show just a couple of minutes ago, Big ups to you, Jez. Big ups to you, Danny. Carl Rossi. Tony Ibarra is also in the house. Jamio is in the house. Wolfang Division, that's my brother. Carl Rossi in the house. Mama Flossie, CFCOG, Jamio. See, all these guys, big ups to you. See, Oregon Gunnar, you heard what Prince Fuad said.
Yeah.
You know what, he touched on some real points and that's some real stuff, he talked about. But again, do you think Eddie Nketiah is that guy to lead this line for us? Because I needed a goal yesterday, and Gabriel Jesus came in and he gave me that goal. That's what I want. I want someone who would link up play for me. I want to see visibly do it. Link up play, get goals for me. That's what I want to see. Did Eddie Nketiah impress you yesterday? And do you think he's someone that should continue leading the line? Because right now, we now have Gabriel Jesus, who is back in the fold right now. Should he come back to gazump that position away from Eddie Nketiah, or should he stay? Prince Fuad, you have to answer that question too. Should Gabriel Jesus come back and take over from Eddie Nketiah, or Regun Guna take us off from there?
I firmly believe Eddie Nketiah is not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. He has improved. Point made, Fawad. You made a good point. He has improved. But he consistently is just dropping the ball. And I hate to bring up last season, but that's what we saw. We saw in and out performances. It's good, Prince. It's good. It's good, right? But it's not great. We need great, bro. He's got 100 bags a week. He's got the 14 shirt. He does have the responsibility on his shoulders. And I can see what you're saying. There's minimal steps to improvement. But I want major steps. I want a major trophy. I don't have the time to wait till Eddie Nketiah becomes a top prime striker. He couldn't do it at Leeds. He couldn't really do it at Arsenal. This is just not the club for him, bro. I see what you're saying, though. There's potential there. He was the youngest goal scorer in England, like under 17s or something. There is potential there. But just our club, we've got to get out the good, bro, and start thinking of great. We've got to move to great, Fawad, and he's just not good enough, bro. But he's not consistent. And I know you're going to disagree with me, and I respect that full on. But we've seen the Eddie Nketiah show, and it doesn't have a very good ending. He's playing well now because we have no other options, right? He's playing well now because he is improvement. And I will agree with you. There is improvement there. But that improvement isn't going to get us a title, bro. We need
the reality is
striker in the 75th minute. Gabriel Jesus gets the best out of Martinelli. Yeah. Gabriel Jesus gets the best out of Odegaard. Gabriel Jesus gets the best out of Saka. Gabriel Jesus gets the best out of Rice. Gabriel Jesus will get the best out of Partey when he comes back. He'll get the best out of Trossard. Eddie doesn't bring that synergy with those players, bro. The connection isn't there. And
Eddie's a scapegoat, though.
He's a nice kid. He's got some skills. He has a decent eye for goal when the goal's wide open, but it's not going to get us a trophy.
But you.
It's not. I'm trying to be like very kind and honest.
But if that's the case, then. But if that's the case, then last year, the last 10 games, Jesus was back. Where's the title? This is the question.
There's other reasons.
Because I'll tell you what happens in this. I'll tell you. The problem is, I'll tell you what happens in this fan base and what happens on live YouTube. What happens is sometimes there's a player who won't get that credit. And Eddie's one of them players. Okay, let me tell you, Eddie had a better game. Okay, Eddie yesterday had a better game than Havertz. He had a better game than Saka.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw the line at those two. I'm drawing the line at those two.
Yeah.
He's better than Eddie Nketiah. Everybody else was better than Eddie Nketiah, but those two.
No. But yesterday, no. Yesterday, But yesterday, he had a better game than Martin Odegaard.
Oh,
Eddie,
no.
I'm saying to you, wait, no.
Come on,
to me, wait,
no.
It's the contribute to his team. Yesterday, how we contribute to that team and how we kept running down. And he said it. I think yesterday, Eddie gave them, when Jesus come on, them defenders were already battered. It's not Eddie Nketiah's fault. Eddie Nketiah's fault. It ain't Eddie Nketiah's fault. When he's running up them defenders, look who's behind him. Havertz.
I'm not right, and I don't want you to get me wrong. I'm not blaming him, right?
No, but I'm saying, okay. I'll give you another prime example. A prime example. All these fans on the chat, all the Arsenal fans, I don't care how long you've been supporting Arsenal. I don't care. Let's go for fact. When Martinelli done them 2 step-overs, if Eddie Nketiah never scored, would everyone be talking about them step-overs? I doubt it very much. That's our fan base. Instead of them giving Eddie credit for scoring the first game against Nottingham Forest, they were more worried and more fanatized about the step-overs. But the step-overs don't win you games. It's the goal winning net winners the game.
Correct.
And Eddie now no credit for it. And that's our fan base.
But I know. But for me, the fan base, they have their opinions. Everyone has their opinion.
But
right?
I'm just saying,
And
as
the
a
fact
football
is,
in
they're basing those
general,
opinions. Well, they're basing those opinions though because the output of Eddie Nketiah is simply not good enough.
yeah. But if you didn't with it, but I'm saying because
That's why they're
Martinelli, but I'm saying this season his goals have made an impact in this season. I think if Jesus and Eddie was out, I don't think we'd be winning these games with Martinelli and Saka. Even though we done them step overs.
We won 6 games straight.
Bro, we played Trossard. We played
Trossard.
Trossard for foot. Everyone wanted Eddie dropped. He dropped him for Trossard. Eddie had to come off the bench and Fleming score.
You're talking one game against.
But it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's this season.
Preseason.
No, bro. But it's irrelevant. It's this season, though, isn't it? We're talking this season. If you want to go to, everyone goes to the past, but it's irrelevant. This season, I'm going off this season. This is a fact.
Let's go off this season.
You need to come with facts like this season. We can't even go off last season. They were all shambles.
The fact is, okay.
No, but to me, last season,
I love this back and forth.
I'll be honest with you.
This is what I wanted today.
I just blame one player. It's one other fact. Last season, Martin Odegaard failed. Ramsdale failed. Ben White failed. They all failed.
Kind of failed, sure.
Yeah, but this season, no, I'm going off this season. What I've seen, and I'm not going to be blind by it. This season, I have seen Trossard start and Eddie coming on and bailing us out. Now, if our defenders would have kept a clean sheet, that was another Eddie Nketiah winning a game. But that's not Eddie's fault. That's the back four's fault for not keeping a clean sheet and conceding against 10 and Fulham. So we got to look at it like that, but we don't. That's what I'm saying to you. Sometimes you got to look at it with an open mind. This season, he's been doing all right.
But see, Prince Fuad, see, yeah, this is my argument. Can Eddie Nketiah win us the title? See, we can go about all this argument and run round in circles, yeah? Without a title, it doesn't matter if Eddie Nketiah comes off on the bench and scores 1 goal or 2 goals, yeah? I'm talking of consistency, yeah? That's where I'm lying all my eggs right now. Consistency. Right. Look at Erling Haaland. Manchester City have a striker who can confidently give them 50 to 60 goals in a season. That's fact, pure fact. Yeah, they have that. And you know what? Yeah, they have a backup striker who's also even pumping in goals right now because he's actually playing just behind Erling Haaland this season. Yeah, he scored 17 goals last season and was playing off the bench, and that's Alvarez. Yeah, he even scored more than Gabriel Jesus, and he didn't even have to start games last season. So this is what I'm saying. If Man City have Erling Haaland and have a backup striker like Alvarez, who's tearing up the league right now, like we're seeing, Prince Fuad, do you think we have enough ammunition up front to win us the league? Because I want to win the league. I know you want to win the league. So if you want to win the league, do you want to tell me that Eddie Nketiah can handle the title this season? That's what I want to hear from you.
That's a big
Is it consistent enough
that's
to
the
handle
question.
that title?
And I'll say, if it depends. It depends on the systems he plays. It's like you just said today. The reason why Alvarez scored 17 goals and Haaland's just a machine anyway. It's because Guardiola plays them together. Like, you know, right? For instance, if Arteta can find a way of finding a way to play in Jesus and Eddie Nketiah together, who knows? Anything can happen. Yeah. Eddie Nketiah it's like you can't predict how many goals he's going to score because the way our manager plays, it's like Eddie Nketiah scored against Nottingham Forest and got dropped against Fulham. So you don't know, and what did that do to a player? But at least fair dues, he come on and scored. So you can't really, it's like the question is, how many goals is Nketiah going to score? I can't give you that answer because Nketiah might score a hat-trick and Arteta might drop him in the next week.
Right, look at Trossard.
So wait, Prince Fuad, are you tying everything into the hands of the manager now?
Yeah,
are you tying this thing into the hands of the manager?
Yeah, because I find what he did against Man United. I thought I agreed with everything he did when he actually put his faith in Eddie. Eddie had a good game, but when you could see already they were tired and Man United defenders, and he made his moves at the right time. And soon as Gabriel Jesus come on, and soon as Finn come on, they were so tired they were Finn. That's why when he just running, he just jumped at the ball, and then you see what Jesus did.
Well, Gabriel Jesus came on. It's because Maguire and Evans came on. They weren't tired to start the game. They're just shit.
No, but I'm saying he run Martinez ragged. Eddie
Oh, yeah,
Nketiah,
no,
till he got him injured. And that's another thing we got to give him praise for.
He's
The
a
praise
striker
is
to
there,
do that.
guys.
If we have a top striker, though, that can do that and bag goals, then we have a complete striker. But Eddie misses one of those two things. He can't bag the goals consistently.
The truth is, though, Tony and Claude, Eddie Nketiah, all right, he's scoring goals this season. He's on 2 already, okay? And fair dues to him. He started 1, come off 1, scored 2. That's good for this season, all right?
Yeah,
all right, that's good for this season.
I agree.
I want to see, to be honest with you, I won't say he's ready to deliver the title, but I would like to see Arteta play him and maybe Jesus against the big teams like Manchester City. Because I think playing them two together, they will absolutely give the defenders nightmares. Because I know Eddie can finish. One thing about him, he's a good finisher. He might not. He's not technically good as Gabriel Jesus. No way.
Oh,
No way.
yeah,
But
exactly.
one thing he's good at, what he helps Arteta with what oppressive. But one thing he's good at, you know, when you want to fling a ball down there and he got a chance, he'll bury it. And even you see now this season, he's improved a little. He's improved a lot because even defenders are like hogging him, and look, they're clotheslining him, they're kicking him in the head, and that's a good sign for Arsenal fans to take something like that on board. Because I hope if Arteta plays them together, they'll do damage, bro. You heard it from me. I believe that if he throws them on together, but he don't. Like, imagine. I know that.
Listen, changes the lineup.
Prince what? If you're asking for 2 strikers up top, then you're asking for a sacrifice of one of our midfielders. Now Thomas Partey is out of the picture for 3 months. We'll come back to that topic.
No, it's 3 weeks.
Very interesting
3 weeks.
topic.
It's 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks. 3 weeks. 4
Is it
weeks.
4 weeks?
Yeah. It's a month.
A month.
No, it's 3 weeks. Arteta confirmed it's 3 weeks.
Confirmed. Okay.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
confirmed
3 months
3 weeks.
yesterday. So
No, he's out for 4 weeks. He's not. He's
Okay,
back.
right.
He might be back for the 7th. He might be back for the. They're saying he could be back for the Man City game in 4 weeks' time.
Okay, good. So if you're saying we should put in 2 strikers up top, then you're asking for a sacrifice in our midfield.
No, I'm not saying start him. I'm not saying start him.
So who do you think we should sacrifice in the middle of the
I'll be
top?
honest with you.
We can't afford to do that.
I'm not saying sacrifice Saka and Martinelli, but I'm saying, all right, think of it, all right. Say, for instance, you do start Jesus, okay? And obviously, Jesus are number 1. And then you can see, for instance, you've seen Eddie Nketiah have been scoring for you. And you know Saka ain't playing up to his potentials and maybe Martinelli. You throw him on in. See what they can do together. Because when you know what it is, you're too predictable. Like Man United, do you know what they did? They done a championship tactic that yesterday against us. They just waited. They seen our wingers, boom up, bam, one counter, boom. Right. It worked the first time, it worked the second time. But then Arsenal obviously they just dealt with them. But I'm just saying. But I'm not saying drop Saka. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Arteta got to find a way. Like, okay, because what you're doing, you're taking off Martinelli all the time. You're taking off Eddie all the time. But you know, sometimes when you need to go, like I tell you how we won, like Wenger, like most of you don't remember how Wenger used to do it. Wenger, what he used to do when he was specialist for the goal, he used to throw on Henry, Perez, Wiltord, Dennis Bergkamp, and get all the strikers on because you know if a chance falls for them, it's like that with Saka when the ball went in, and obviously he missed it and the keeper saved it. Now you know Eddie was would have scored that because that's Eddie. That's Eddie. He's fox in a box. And that's what I'm saying. Like in the last 10 minutes or 20 minutes, I like to see Arteta throw Eddie and Nketiah on with Jesus and see what they do together. And that's something we haven't seen.
This Eddie Nketiah topic it will take us through the night, But Oregon Gunner, you've heard what Prince Fuad said. Do you think we should sacrifice 1 or 2 midfielders, or we should put in 2 strikers down there? Is Prince Fuad resonating with your thoughts?
What would you rather, Havertz and Nketiah?
Big ups to Carl Rossi. Carl Rossi just gave us £7. Yeah. Big ups to you.
What would you rather?
£2 later. Shout out to Carl Rossi. Carl Rossi. That's my guy.
I'd rather. Do you know what?
Oregon.
That
question is to you, Oregon. Oregon.
I sacrifice Havertz for Eddie. I sacrifice Havertz for Eddie. Then, if you want me, there it is. There, and I think, and if all the fan base disagrees with me now, it's a contradiction, isn't it?
Okay. Havertz and Nketiah don't start in my starting 11 at all.
No, but if you had a sacrifice, it'd be Havertz. Havertz, the reality is,
Well,
don't
yeah,
worry about-
because just because we have a fucking baller in Trossard that's being treated like dog shit and not being used. He's better than Nketiah. He's better than Havertz. Trossard should end the conversation of Nketiah.
I don't know if he's
and
better than
Havertz.
Eddie, bro. I personally, for Arsenal, I don't think
Hey,
he
bro,
bro.
he put a hat trick
We
last
tried,
season on
bro, this
Liverpool
season.
last season, the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, but
So,
bro,
I mean,
you
but if Eddie
gotta
put a
come
hat
with
trick
facts,
against
innit?
Liverpool,
You know,
so Fawad, I love your praise for Eddie Nketiah. I do. Your heart is in the right place. He is not going to get us 20 plus goals this season. He is not going to get us a title. He is not.
That's my argument, because I want to win a title. So I don't know. I don't know.
Eddie, listen,
I need a title.
Eddie and Nketiah.
Hold on, let me finish. You can mix up the formation all you want. 4-4-1-1 with Eddie behind Jesus. 4-4-2 with Eddie on the left, like we did Henri back in the day, or Bergkamp. Whatever you want to mix it up. You still have a weakness in the squad with Eddie Nketiah in there. That is my true opinion. And I know yours is different. You find value in him. And I'm just done coddling to these average players that can't even get in a fucking Leeds team.
And that's it.
He couldn't play at Leeds. Right?
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry to cuss, but I mean, just the Eddie Nketiah thing, it's a failed experiment. It's working a bit now, but it's just sort of like he doesn't.
With all due respect, if Eddie didn't score our 2 goals, we would be where Chelsea are. We'd be on 4 points.
Wow. Okay.
So
I mean, there's a
fair enough.
No, that's a fact. Well, I'm not even making that up.
But I'm not giving credit for something they should do. You go do your job. Let's say you're an engineer. No one pats you on the back saying, "Oh, you're doing a good engineer. Thanks for doing your job that you're getting $100,000."
That's the thing is
you're giving him praise for shit he should be doing anyway.
No. Eddie Nketiah is
out above and beyond.
Eddie Nketiah is not a
earn the top spot. He hasn't earned the top spot. He's only there because Jesus is injured.
No. Eddie Nketiah, it doesn't matter what we say. Last year, the reason why, doesn't matter what I say, what you say, the last year, his goals kept us in the title race.
Yes, because Jesus was injured.
Yeah, but his goals kept us in the title race. So it was down for them to come back and finish the job.
But the games we lost had Eddie up front. The games we won, let's be real, had Trossard, Martinelli.
But that's not all Eddie, bro. That is not all. That was not all Eddie. Martin Odegaard went missing. Gabriel went missing. They all went. Saliba was out.
Okay.
I know. It
was
was
Eddie, bro.
I know. We can go rehash this all we want.
Eddie, listen. Eddie, this season, so far.
Okay, guys.
Who's our top scorer?
Okay, guys.
Eddie is Saka.
Guys, wait. This editing has dragged. Too long. Guys in the chat, yeah. You see. This is the heat I wanted to bring today, yeah. It's only just after that jazz brunch today, yeah, that you guys could come and enjoy this between Oregon Gunnar and Prince Fuad. That's the heat they bring. Don't get it twisted. We all love Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, we can look at it from both, from both sides of the spectacle. But see, yeah, that Prince Fuad, yeah, will you? This is a straight out question to you. January, will you be going for a striker by January? I just wanna put you in the game. Will you be going for a striker in the January transfer window?
It depends, isn't it? It depends if Eddie scores goals and we don't need one. It depends. That's what I'm saying. This season, he can make a statement. Jamie, so far, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but yeah, I hope. Do you know what? I'll tell you straight. If Arsenal signs Ivan Toney, I'll be honest with you. If Arsenal signs Ivan Toney,
that's what I'm saying. Ivan Toney.
And if he don't win the league, I'm coming for everyone. Because then I will hold back. I will not hold back, and I'll say, what do you guys know about football? That's what I'll be saying to people. I'll go deep. I'll take you to the deep waters and back. Bro, that's the truth.
I'll be on that boat with you. I'll be on that boat with you. If we sign Ivan Toney and don't win the championship,
I'm not on this Ivan Toney hype.
I'll be on that boat.
I think he's a good player, but I don't think if Arteta wanted him, we would have got him, bro. You know, Tony, I'm thinking, Tony and Oregon. Look at the reality side. If Arsenal, look, Ivan Toney is a banned player. Okay, if Arsenal really wanted him, they could have gone in and said to Brentford, "Here's 50 million. What you say?" They would have bit their hands off and took the money and said, "Take Ivan Toney." So when all this in January in this, I personally think Arsenal are not interested in Ivan Toney. That's my opinion because
I
they
think
could have
that
gone.
too. I think that
What?
too. I believe
Yeah,
that too. I
listen,
don't think we have
I
any
think
interest.
that
I've
I
been said
think
that on
that's
many streams. I don't think we have any interest in Ivan
yeah,
Toney.
no, I agree with you, Oregon. That's why I don't talk about Ivan Toney because if they wanted
Yeah,
Ivan
I
Toney,
just don't.
bro, they had listen. Arteta had 62 million.
but,
They
but
said to him, they
again
released.
but again does that show seriousness in the does it show seriousness by the board
It's
itself
not
if
the
we
board.
don't
It's the
want
manager
a
don't rate
striker
him. The
like
manager don't
Ivan
rate him.
Toney? Does it
No,
show
but it's not the
ambition?
board. Tony, it's not the board. And I think Oregon agree with me on this. If the manager don't rate him, if the manager, listen, when you got 62 million sitting there for you at the start, they released 62 million, go and buy a strike, go and buy a forward player. He went and bought Havertz. I think if you went to a Brentford and said to him, here's 55 million, Ivan Toney's an Arsenal player.
Right,
And I think Oregon agrees with me. I
I
think the
agree.
manager.
I agree.
right, but that's if he's even on Arteta's radar. I've said in many streams, I don't think he's even like on Arteta's radar. I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't think he is. I mean, Arteta has a specific player that he's looking to sign, and we were seeing his ruthlessness side when you see us get a keeper like David Raya in. That was a really big slap in the face of Ramsdale. But players
Yeah,
need that slap in the face to wake up, right?
to wake up.
It's all about the club. It's not about the player. And
Yes.
the thing is that I feel like with your defensive Nketiah, that you're coddling to someone who's simply just not good enough, bro. And all big ups to him and his goals he's scored, the two he's got this season. I realize that. In the long run, when we get down to the business end of the season and the defenses get better, they get stronger. They get, the
Uh,
concentration levels are more.
Okay,
Eddie
okay. You know
Nketiah
what?
will not produce.
Let's move out from this Eddie Nketiah.
Okay,
We've used 33
uh,
minutes to talk about
sure.
this.
all I gotta say, can I say one more thing? All I'm gonna say
Okay.
is this: they're giving number 14, they give him 100 grand a week. Eddie's not going nowhere. And let me tell you all something, bro. I'm backing him as an Arsenal player, and I'll
Fair
end my
enough.
statement.
I'll back him as Arsenal too, but I'm going to go
Guys
on.
in the
Okay.
chat, guys in the chat, Carl Rossi across the sports pond, Wolfang division, artist manager. Shafiq, that's my guy, my business partner is in the chat. Yeah, guys, artist manager, that's my business partner. Yeah, Taib Hussein, Carl Rossi, Tony Ibarra. Do you think Eddie Nketiah is the striker to fire us up to a Premiership title that we haven't won for 20 years? Yeah, just type that out. I know what the answer would be. Yeah, because I know I know my people. Yeah, but but please just type it in. Do you think Hendon Gunnar? Do you think that Eddie Nketiah is that striker to fire us up to the next level and win the goddamn title this season? See, yeah. I will start with you, Oregon Gunnar. Yeah,
Mhm.
Mikel Arteta. Yeah, putting Thomas Partey at right back. Yeah. And now Thomas Partey is injured. This is a two-in-one question. Yeah. Prince Fuad will also answer that question too after you. So it could be an interchanged kind of questioning. See, Thomas Partey injured before even we even knew it. It was even the Ghanaian FA that even helped us to
Right.
even understand that this guy was even injured. Good. Now that this guy's injured right now, yeah, I know we have Jorginho down there in that space,
Mhm.
yeah. But do you think we have to pitch a blame on someone for this injury? Because he's been playing not as a CDM, but as a right back. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think there's a blame that has to go to someone? Or do you think, hey, no, uh, Thomas Partey is out, we're good and okay, we have replacements down for him. What do you think, Oregon Gunnar?
I I think that he's a big miss in the squad, but I'm not gonna blame the Arsenal medical team or anyone for his injuries. Injuries happen, right? Sometimes injuries we don't think they're that bad, and then they get worse and so forth,
Mm,
right? I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell, if he was like fit in some games or not. All I can tell is that I think towards the end of last season, the beginning of this season, he looked a little off the pace. And of course, at right back, I completely disagree with that. I always believe playing players in their natural position, and obviously, we looked a different squad with him at right back, and just like we looked like a different squad with him out yesterday.
mm,
Um, and I know there's been talk of some of the base wanting to sell him and so forth. I don't want to sell him. I want to keep him for this full season because we have so many games, right? We've got
Yeah.
70 plus games this season. Look, hopefully, if we get through to the knockout stage. Um, but I just, he looks a little bit off the pace. You could tell that right back. Like there just wasn't something right. He was trying to invert, but he was struggling getting back in those first 3 games. Um, I'm not in the party the group yet to sell him. I still think there's another full season there. But I do think that he just needs to rest. He was played a lot last season, like Saka was,
Mm,
and maybe some of this is catching up with him now. But I think we're a different team completely when he's in the squad and fully fit. Like I've preached it before. I'd love to see a 4-2-3-1 with Party and Rice in front of the back four. For some
mm,
people, that's a little bit too defensive, but the way Party can hold the back four and the way Rice can get up and down the pitch, like we saw yesterday, I think that'd be devastating to any team in the Premier League, even Man City. The
mm,
real problem we have with City is fucking Rodri. Defending Rodri and keep him and KDB, but he's out.
mm.
Doing things right. And I think if we had a solid Party and kept Rice played a normal 4-2-3-1, I think we would see a lot of goals from that. As long as Eddie and Kedia isn't the one up front.
See, Prince Fuad, yeah. See, come in here, yeah. See, the manager tinkering with with the whole dynamics of the team, yeah. You have our best centre back pairings, yeah. I'm talking of the manager, yeah. Our two best centre back pairings that helped us last season, yeah. You kept Gabriel Magalesh on the bench. You saw how our game looked like. In this Manchester United game, you saw how it looked like from the get go. We started pressing these guys. Our defense looked solid. Of course, I knew that Rashford scored, but of course, we'll keep it in a high line, so that's expected, right? And Rashford always scores against us. But again, you could see that defensive unity, yeah, amongst that back four, yeah. Was it worth it? Was it worth it to tinker with the whole thing in the first place?
I, me myself personally, bro, I think Arteta deflated the fan base when he did that in a way
Mhm.
Mm,
because obviously I back Arteta, Arteta in, but I mean people forget even if we're Arteta in, we're allowed to criticize him. No, he's not immune from criticism.
True.
And I think what he did that on the first game against Nottingham Forest and Fulham, he
Mm.
deflated the fan base with it because this is why, all right, when you're playing Partey at right back, Arsenal was
mm,
struggling. Jeremy, it was
Mhm.
a system that really, you know, to me, I wasn't. It didn't look good. And thank God Eddie scored and against Fulham because it
mm,
wasn't working. So that's why I say it wasn't working. But the reality is this, isn't it? I think that I know it's going to sound horrible, but me, I said because he's so stubborn, he would have played him right back. Because he got injured, his stubbornness got swallowed, and he had to change it and bring back
It
Gabriel
had
back
to
in the
change.
team.
Exactly.
Arteta's stubborn. I tell you what, no, he's stubborn, and this is why. This is why I was like upset. The Party was out, but then in a sort way, I was happy because he had to go back to the old formation.
Mhm. Right.
Do you get me? So
Yeah.
Arteta's stubborn. If Arteta, let me tell you something. I support Arteta. And one thing I know about this manager, and every Arteta fan agrees with me, and says he is one stubborn boy, bro. He is a stubborn man, bro. And it
Mhm.
is his way of the highway. And you can see that even though I liked it, you know what? Even though I liked the press conference when he said, and this is when he's saying about the system. Sometimes I take the M25, sometimes I go down Hackney Road, sometimes I go down Camden Road. See it? So, but I'm not with this new system, and I hope Partey comes back and he plays him in the middle. I'm not with it, bro, because it deflated the fan base. Even when you're there, even when you're watching it, and when you watch it against Fulham, and you watch it against Nottingham Forest, it deflated the fan base, man. And especially when we
Mm.
drew a Fulham, when we drew a Fulham.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, I'm not with it, man. I'm just thinking, stick to what you know. If you notice when he played against Manchester United, he played a different in around the 60th minute. He tried something different and it was working.
But see,
Right.
Oregon Gunnar, I know this will create a kind of like a back and forth between you and
Sure.
our big brother here, Prince Fuad. Yeah. See, it's this topic of Kai Havertz. Yeah. This is a divisive factor in this football club. It
Right.
has divided the fans. Yeah, to be very sincere with you. Yeah, many fans have gone on on blows at each other because of this guy. Yeah, so let's just touch it a little bit. See, Oregon Guna, yesterday, yeah,
Mhm.
for the whole minute that this guy played, he made some quite few runs, up front. Yeah, that penalty shout. Personally, I still think that's a penalty anyway, if you ask me. But again, that's basically maybe uh, uh, the only run of importance in
Mm.
that game. He slowed down our game. He wasn't in at the end of loose balls at the 18-yard box. He scooped his lines in, just
Mhm.
tap in. He should have tapped into the net. When we hacked
Right.
Kai Havertz off, yeah, brought in reinforcements. You saw how everything changed, right? You saw our attack. We kind of like had a more meaningful incursion into the 18-yard box. You saw it, right? With Gabriel Jesus also scoring
Sure.
goals to prove that, right? See,
Right.
what should we do with Kai Havertz? I already know what you think, but please, just for the sake of the fans who might be listening to us,
Yeah.
and Prince
Because
Fuad,
think of
who
the-
I think will have some words to say. What do you
uh,
think we should be doing with Kai Havertz?
I think we should be loaning him back to Leverkusen in January. I don't think he should be getting off the bus. It slowed the attack down. We saw the spark when he got off. Everyone saw it. It's been talked about on YouTube streams all weekend now.
All weekend now,
All
yeah.
weekend. Like since the end of the game, from that minute the game was over, was about how weak we are on the left side, how Kai Havertz missed the shot on goal, how he can't defend. He's just an impotent player. Now, but still, he's a top German youth player, whatever. He
Oh
can
my
go
God,
try that in Germany. It's just not good enough. Especially, it's got to be aggravating for ESR and Trossard, who are, can play pretty much all over the front three or four, to be sitting there biting their nails, watching this kid laterally pass the ball back, not get a penalty, not score a goal, and continue to get put into the team. I don't know what Emerald Smith Rowe has to do to get in this team now. I mean, 2 seasons ago, he was like on fire. And I know he's had his injury problems over at Arsenal. We all know that. But he seems ready to play and he can move the ball forward. Havertz cannot move the ball forward. He passes the ball and runs away. He put Odegaard in deep trouble when we were back passing it in defense yesterday. He was supposed to get the ball and move it up. What does he do? He stops and passes it backward to Odegaard, who was basically holding on to the corner flag.
Oof.
It's just the decision making's bad. The effort looks half-assed. I don't know what Arteta sees in him. I don't know why we're on this project to turn him into a prime gooner. It's just not there. Havertz and Eddie Kedia are weaknesses in the squad, and that's a fact. That's just a fact. We can upgrade those positions, and we have upgrades in those positions. We can play Trossard up front as a false nine. We can throw ESR in. And then again, it goes back to Arteta and his tinkering and the conversation you had earlier, or the point you made earlier, Fawad, about him talking about taking this freeway or that freeway and trying to court his wife. That just shows me he's confused. That just shows me that he has the ability to tinker with stuff. So hold on, but I'm going to tinker with it the way I want to, and that's ego. So he's putting Thomas Partey at right back, not because of necessity, because of ego.
Bro,
Right?
what I just said,
talk about stubbornness. Hey, he's making it complicated to drive his car home.
the guy is too stubborn.
This way or that way. Pick a
I just
way,
told you that.
go with it. Right? But that's so dumb to say because that makes indecision in the camp. When you
At the end
say
of the day-
things that are odd, like courting your wife took long, and I can drive down this, I can drive that. Nobody gives a toss, bro.
You know,
He's getting the right 11, and he gets it
And-
wrong when he has.
and then, yeah, guys, yeah. See, Prince Fuad, yeah. I found it gross, yeah. Uh, for Mikel Arteta talking about conquering his wife or something in public. See, I'm sorry. I know it's not my
Nah,
business.
what he's trying to, you know what it is, right?
It's-
See Mikel Arteta.
But Prince Fuad, You understand where I'm coming
listen,
from,
no,
right?
listen,
Yeah,
let the
yeah.
man, listen,
As an
listen,
Arsenal
bruh,
coach,
listen,
no,
listen.
no, no, I
Tony,
understand, but as an
if
Arsenal
the man
coach,
wants to talk about look, the man, what he's trying, the man, look, what Arteta is trying to do is called reverse psychology. He's
mm,
trying to get the fans to back he's trying to win the fans over to try and back habits. Let me tell you something. Mikel Arteta, what I just say? I just said it, arrogant. I just said it now, Antonio. I said he's so stubborn. Do you know why I don't get worked up about Havertz starting and Smith Rowe and why this and why that and why that? People say, oh, you got your opinion. This guy's too stubborn to listen to your opinion.
Yeah, well, he's too stubborn to listen to
He's too
any.
stubborn to I know. Next
His
game, all right.
own
I tell you what
detriment,
now.
though.
Sorry, everyone in the chat, the people I see, or like I'll say Luca, Carl Rossi,
Carl
Jamino,
Rossi, that's my guy, Carl Rossi.
Tahib, all you people in the chat, Wolfgang Division, Tahib, all you people, I tell you now, the next game comes by, whoever's in the chat, Myrna Flossie, whoever, everyone in the chat, I'm telling you all now, that Mikel Arteta is starting Havertz. That's the truth, bro. We can
But
sit
again,
you
I
all
think
the.
That's
it's true. He's going to
It's true.
start
He's
you know
stubborn,
what?
bruh.
Then I'm going to say
I
right
got a
here.
friend.
Then
I'm in
Mikel
a group,
Arteta
all
doesn't
right.
give a shit about Arsenal Football Club.
I got a friend, all right. Do you know when you say Havertz to him? It makes him ill.
Because you know why? Because like my man Carl Rossi said a couple weeks ago, we've seen the Kai Havertz show at Chelsea. We've seen what he can do, and it's not a whole heck of a lot. We spent $65 million for a guy that did a tap
I'll
in
tell you something, though.
final.
Oregon Corner. I told you,
$65
Claude.
on a tap in for the Champions League
Can
final.
I say something,
He's
though?
done fuck all
Prince Ford.
else.
Okay,
He
Prince
doesn't
Ford.
deserve
See,
to be in the squad.
Prince Ford. See, yeah, see.
That's what
I
I feel
do
like.
understand. I do understand that Kai Havertz signing. Yeah, this is it for me. I do understand it. It it was a very exorbitant signing. Yeah, for the Arsenal faithfuls. All of us are fuming. How can we go and give Chelsea, who are our biggest rivals,
Yeah.
£65 million to fund their signing of Caicedo? I know that signing isn't working just right now for them, but later it might work out for them. Who knows? But we contributed to them buying, yeah, those
Caicedo.
improved players for themselves. Yeah, and we end up with their deadwood,
I
Kai
think.
Havertz. But you know what? Yeah, you know what? See, I'm a solutions guy. Yeah, I'm a solutions guy. I've given Kai Havertz time. Yeah, other Gunner fans don't want to give him time, and I understand that. Yeah, because we're starved of trophies. We want trophies, so we don't want passengers. I do really understand that. I've given him 10 games to prove himself. See, Prince, is there anything that you are seeing whatsoever, yeah, in the inclusion of Kai Havertz in this team? Is there anything he's doing in this football club right now that you think that, oh, okay, I can see he's trying, he's doing something there? Tell me if there's anything,
All right.
enumerate them and list them out for me right now.
I'll break it down. I'll
Yeah.
break it all down. All right. I'll break
Break
it
it
down.
down, bro.
I'll break it down. Kai Havertz don't do anything wrong, all right, but he don't do anything right, and that's the only way I can break it down. But I'll tell you something now, all right, Oregon and Tony.
Prince Fuad, he missed a sitter yesterday.
I know, but Tony,
Prince, how can you say he did not do anything
Tony.
wrong? Prince,
No, that's
no.
what I'm
You
saying
can't
to
say
you.
that, my brother, man.
He's
He
not doing
missed a
anything.
sitter
I see
yesterday.
his point. He's saying that he
He
didn't
missed
do
a
anything
sitter
great. He didn't do anything
yesterday.
bad. And I
Prince,
Yo,
kind of see
Prince,
man,
his
this
point.
guy's Tony. Use your
missed
head.
a sitter yesterday.
Yo, use your common sense, man. Use your common sense. What I just say, he don't do nothing right, and he don't do nothing wrong. So that means he don't do nothing.
Right.
That means that's what I'm saying to you, bro. He doesn't do that. But one thing I'll say, right? Do you know, Oregon? I said this to my friend this morning in a coffee. I said to him, "You know, Kai Havertz. Well, he's gonna come alive, all right?
Okay.
He's gonna come alive in one game,
Okay.
and that game is
I
gonna be
believe
something
he
like
will, but maybe as a
I
plan
do you know
B.
what? All the fan base, this is what they just would always love it for the rest of it. He's gonna come alive a game like Manchester City. I'm telling you, bro. And then,
Right.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Watch
no. But listen, hear me out. No. I'm saying he'll come alive in our one game, but he'll go back to meet Calvin Havertz for the rest of the year.
Well, that's the. You just said then that that's not good enough because now if you use the same comparison for Eddie and Kedia, You wouldn't make him good enough. He'll come alive.
No,
Eddie,
listen, Eddie contributes.
I'm not letting Nketiah go. I can't let it go because it plays into some of the loyalties that fans like you, Fawad, see this player that. Hold on, let me finish. I'm not trying to single you out, right? I'm not trying to say you're different from this or that. Okay, don't get me wrong. But the more you back him and the more he doesn't perform, there has to be, and same with Kai Havertz, there has to be a level of where you have to cut them off. You have to be ruthless. You have to be ruthless. Kai Havertz is not going to come good against Manchester City if he can't do it against a horrible Man United team. The worst, bro, listen. Man, I'm going to take another direction for just 2 seconds. Alex Ferguson wouldn't waste 3 squirts of piss on any one of those players in United. Not one of them. Okay?
Not one of them.
It's so bad. Here's the thing. If Kai Havertz can't perform against a terrible United team that's one of the worst in the last 25 years, right? It's easily one of the worst teams they've had in 25 years. He will not perform against Man City. Rodri will eat him for lunch, bro. Jack Grealish will eat him for lunch. Come on, Fawad. He's not going to come good. We thought the same about other players that we've let go or that we've held on too long. We thought Rob Holding was going to come good. We saved his value to make $1 million. We thought
what was the reason?
Good, and he's even shaky now.
But all right, but what was the reason why we bought
rid of one of our best left backs, Kieran Tierney?
But what was the reason? You say that, all right?
Their game play has suffered from it.
All right, let's go off fact.
The last 4 games.
Let's go.
Goals,
everything you said, all right, you're entitled to an opinion, but a lot of people, you're entitled to an opinion. I respect it, but let's go off fact. Why did Arsenal buy him? This is a fact. Do you know the only reason why Arsenal bought him? And Kyle Ross, for sake, let him finish. Kyle Ross, show your face. That's not you. That's a UFC fighter. All right.
Kyle Ross is my big fan here, man.
I don't give two things.
That guy carries me down here, man.
And my fan is I'm a fan of Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Shout out
so
to
listen,
Kyle Rossi, man.
I'm a fan of Marvelous Marvin Hagler. So listen, all I gotta say is this: the reason why I swear down, and I think the only reason why Arsenal bought Havertz because he scored in the Champions League final.
Yes. That's
the only reason I can see it. That's the only thing I think of. I don't think he's been at Chelsea for 3 years. I say that's the only reason I can think of why they bought him.
Me too.
Okay. Prince Fuad, see, I have a different idea. See, it wasn't bad. That idea of, let me tell you the truth here. This is what I think. The idea of Kai Havertz isn't even really bad per se. Yeah, because we have a number 9. Yeah, in Gabriel Jesus, who was never in the box at this last season. It was never in the box. It was always linking up play, trying to bring out other attacking assets. We needed that guy who would just be in the box, yeah, to just tap in those balls. And I do see Kai Havertz as that kind of guy that could literally enter into all those little pocket spaces, get into the 18-yard box slickily and get in at the end of those balls. See, for instance, yeah, he had the best chance. Kai Havertz had the best chance, yeah, of the game yesterday. Because he can literally get into those positions. It's what he does. He can. But again, his confidence is not there. He's not a finisher. He is not that guy. That's the thing. I understand the idea behind bringing him. Yeah, but for teams that keep a low block, yeah, Gabriel Jesus never in the box. You want that guy to be in the 18-yard box who could score, but clearly he's not doing it. So you can always bring him in as a plan B. I know he holds up play, is very good in terms of uses his head, but we're not seeing all those.
No, I blame. Havertz,
I think as well.
So Havertz haven't got no comment. The thing is, listen, it's like I know a few people said it. Like I think Jess said it. I said it.
Tony Ibarra gives us $5. Big up to Tony Ibarra.
I said it.
Supporting me.
I think Jess said it. I said it. People said it. A few people said it online. There is a player in him, but you know the truth is, I think what's happened is instead of Arteta wheeling him in, he just threw him in. Like now, for instance,
Right.
now, what do you know?
That's
Do you know?
what
Do you know what? Do you know what would be ideal for Havertz? And you might not agree with me, all right? But what would be ideal for Havertz is drop him out the first team and play him in the cup competitions. Let him play, like play him in the Carling Cup. Play him if you have to play him in the Champions League, then play him if you have to. But wield him in. Play him on the Champions League half an hour. Give him 40 minutes. Run out. Then bring on Smith Rowe. Do something with that. Because what's happening now, you're hoping it works. And it won't work because he needs that one goal to get his confidence. So I think if he plays in Brentford against the Carling Cup, put him in the Carling Cup games. I think even in the Carling Cup, put him up front. Put him up front. If you have to, don't put him in the middle. Put him up front. Just for him to get that confidence. Because if you keep putting him in that deep end, he's going to keep drowning. So Arteta now, the games are coming thick and fast. Look how many games we got. We're playing on the 18th. Oh no, we're playing on the 17th. Then we're playing on the 20th. On a Wednesday, is that right? Champions League. Then we're playing league football. Then we got the Carling Cup game. Look at that.
But again, Prince, what should we be playing him when we have ESR?
We have to.
Who was subject to?
Bro, you need to rotate, bro. Doesn't matter. Listen,
should we dump that guy on the bench? Should we dump Fabio Vieira, who has showed signs of
no? But that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea.
Should Kai Havertz be taking these spaces?
No, but that's the point. You're missing the point. What I'm saying, I think I'm gonna get it. The whole idea of you having these bench players on the bench is for you to throw them on cup games and these competitions. You can't play Saka in every competition. At some point, you need to put Trossard in and rest Saka in the Premier League. At some point, he needs to do that. So he needs, if he believes in his squad and he believes in his player and he believes in Havertz, then do it the right way. Drop him and put Smith Rowe in. Let him have a rest. Get some pressure off him. Put him in the cup games. Because eventually down the line, I'll be honest with you, Arsenal fans are in for the shock. If you guys want to win, fight on all three fronts, Saka needs to be rested in some games.
Yeah, sure.
You can't be playing Saka, Champions League, Premier League, Champions League, Premier League. He needs to find a way that so Havertz has, say for instance, if Havertz for instance, for argument's sake, say for instance, Havertz starts scoring for Arsenal, and for argument's sake, I'm not saying he is, for argument's sake, you can always say, you know what, Saka, have a rest. Jesus, I've rested him for 90 minutes in the Carling Cup game. I've rested him in the Champions League. Saka, have a rest in the league game. Jesus go on the right. Saka go, Havertz go up front. Partey, Declan Rice, and whoever's in the middle. I'm saying there's ways around it, but if you're gonna keep doing that, I'm putting all my faith in Havertz. I'm starting him every game. I know he's gonna become good. That's when the issue lies. Because you said it yourself, and we all seen it. Like when he missed that chance against Manchester United from 2 yards, bro, you gotta expect the fan base to go at him. You spent 62 million on him. That's your signing. You can't.
65.
Hold on a second. It's not just the 65, Watt. It's the player that we plucked out of nowhere because there was no links at all for us to get. So that's why when we bought him for that much money, we're all shocked at getting a player that we've seen for 3 seasons at Chelsea do nothing but score a Champions League goal. A Champions League goal is great. Don't get me wrong. But if you look at that goal, the run of play, he got out, got the ball around the keeper, goal. It was, like the 92nd minute or something. But the fact of the matter is, Fawad, is that you're right. We need squad depth. But he's just not the one. There's many other midfielders we can use in that position. Like
even Trossard is there. ESR is there. Fabio Vieira is improving his game.
You're comparing Saka and Havertz over playing Saka, which I agree with. Saka doesn't have as many subs on the bench waiting to get in there that can be as potent as him. And I know he's not been in the best form, but the only real wingers we have to come on again are Trossard and Reece Nelson, as far as I'm concerned. If I'm missing someone, let me know in the chat. But I would rather have him take Havertz off, play ESR, and bring in Kosher Dewberry, the young kid, give him a chance to play in some Carabao Cup games instead of Saka. We have other options. Havertz isn't the end-all and be-all of our squad depth. And in fact, like I said, it wasn't even a player that was on our radar. So I still think we're we're still short of shock as a fan base to have this player that none of us rated at Chelsea. I know Wenger talked about him, I think, a little bit before he left, but he ended up picking Chelsea over us and City because I know we were in form and City were too. By his form at Leverkusen that he's never reproduced.
I think
Reproduced at Chelsea for 3 or 4 years.
I think there's going to be a breakthrough today.
And to expect us to get a tune out of him after we've seen him do crap for 4 years at arguably a more winning club, right? Chelsea's won more than us since 2010. It's like we're helping, like Tony said, we're helping them out by taking up Deadwood. That's not
we're helping them out.
We need.
Dumped him on us, yeah. Caicedo and Lavia. See, okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, see, the last question before all of us goes here now. Sure. See, Prince Fuadi goes to you, yeah. See, Arsenal just beat up, yeah, one of our fiercest rivals, yeah, and yeah, fair and square, yeah. This is a title. This is a title we want to get. Yeah, we've not gotten this title for over 20 years. We want to win the league. Friends, beating Manchester United at home, does this in any way, in any form of reality, does this tell you anything about our character? Does it show you anything or tell you anything that, oh, okay, I think Arsenal might be going for this title this season? Is there any signs at all at this time, right now?
Yeah, Declan Rice. You know, when Arsenal were desperate, that 105 million paid off, didn't it, yesterday?
Yeah.
And
sure.
The difference is, all right, the Declan Rice is going to make a difference this season. Not now. Right. Again now.
This season.
At the end of the season, you're going to see the difference. And that's when I think a lot of players will shock a lot of fans. And I'm not going to say who. If I say his name now, everyone's going to think. But you're all in for a shock. But I remember.
Your defense is in trouble.
In the room. Got it.
The thing is that I did it right. The thing is that I don't mind being in the mud over players. If I say a player is not performing and they start performing and Dina's in the mud, fair enough. But from what my eyes and mind have seen, Eddie Nketiah and Havertz are two players that stand out for me that aren't Arsenal quality. And I'm not willing to wait and pay them.
No, I'll tell you the truth.
A lot of money, $400 grand a week total.
I'd rather
for them to be average. We can spend personally, split 400 grand up in 3 different players that are far better than Kai Havertz.
But we have, but we don't. It's like. How many times have we seen it on YouTube? Every show. All right, bring a striker. Who's out there to get? You all talk about Ivan Toney.
Victor Osimhen.
Vlahovic.
Victor Osimhen. Vlahovic. These are good strikers.
Yeah.
The other day,
bro, they're not all that, bro.
Vlahovic was tearing up.
Victor Osimhen's a good striker, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, they put, you know what? You say that, okay? You say all that, but
they put up strikers, my brother.
Lukaku over Eddie. I would have taken Lukaku over Eddie.
No, my dead body, bro. Never chance, no chance, bro.
No,
man, you yourself that LA Guns, bro. You go high, man. You need yourself that LA Gun, bro.
No, Lukaku. No.
No, but I think towards, you know what? I think this season, do you know what? The reality is, the truth is, all right.
I would take Lukaku.
The truth is, Oregon and Tony. The thing is, what we got to understand, all right, that do you know the way Arsenal are winning now? I'd rather them have a strong finish. So I'd rather play okay and decent, pick up the 3 points, then have a very strong, outstanding, wiping teams to the floor finish.
Fuck that. I disagree with that 100%.
No, but you know what happened last year?
I'm sorry, I want to wipe teams on the floor, bro.
And what happened last year? What happened last year? We never kept it up.
Because Jesus got injured and there was a World Cup.
No. But I'm saying he got back. Even when he got back, he never kept it up. Look at Man City. Look how it works.
Because at that time, he wasn't ready and we took out Trossard. When he would have played Trossard.
No. But even with Trossard in the team. Even with Trossard, the whole team collapsed. No, do you know last season, what did you say? Did you say we were unlucky or we bottled it? What did you say?
That's a very.
You said we bottled it.
I did because we were 8 points at one point.
So that's what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You play all the way good up to when it counts, and you go. That's why I'd rather 3 points because it's a result game. The only thing that's going to win the league is the results. Not your performances, the results.
No, but you can't go on to win games in the 90th minute forever. Eventually,
no. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, game of goals. I'm saying. What I'm saying is, listen. I'm saying, Arsenal. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying, Mikel Arteta. Once you get 2 goals, you shut up shop. That's it.
No, because we did that against Liverpool. How well did that work? Shut up shop. We are not a shut up shop though. We're not built that way, bro. We don't have the defensive.
That's how we're gonna do it. Shut up shop, bro. Get your 2 goals.
We cannot shut down games. That's where I disagree with you.
Last season,
we are weak at shutting down games. We are weak at
shut up shop, bro.
Ronaldo could have won it yesterday. Fulham, if we didn't get the goal penalty. Fulham could have won it.
Shut up shop. That's what I mean.
We can't shut down shop.
I don't think personally.
I have no confidence in shutting down shop. I have to.
I don't think if we start like we did last season, have a mad crazy start. I don't think we'll win the league because we won't know how to play a different way.
Okay, that's fair enough. But we're right.
So I think now
maybe
come with something different. I'm saying now come with something different. And then last 18 games, go on that mad run.
You're saying that basically the first 8 games we won last season, 7 or 8 games, was you're saying that you would rather come out and get maybe some 1-0 wins. I guess I'm confused what you're saying. So you want to see us battle, but you don't want to see us beat teams 3 or 4-0 because that's really not the reality.
I don't care. I say you got a manager, right? Do you know Mikel Arteta? Do you know? No. Mikel Arteta, right? When everyone was slagging him off for 2 years, all right, and I was backing him when he was finishing 8th. We played. Do you know what? We actually, if you go back, all right, we played defensive football, and we were alright at it.
We didn't play defensive football.
Well, no. When he first came, he played defensive football,
and we finished, and we were 20th at one point.
Yeah. So I'm saying this.
Which means we can't do it.
Yeah. But I'm saying to you, it's some games, like some games last
Anthony
year,
Herbert,
when he first came and we finished 8th and we finished 5th. Some games he knew, like some of them games when we won. It's like, for instance, when this is the game I remember, all right.
Okay.
All right. When we played good football in Old Trafford, all right. Okay. Last year we lost the game, innit? And every fan base had a meltdown. I went on an offside show, and Tony was there, and Tony had the meltdown with him. All right.
Right.
I put a question to him, and they both couldn't answer it. I said, when he shut up shot in Old Trafford, what was the result? We won 1-0. They had no shots on target. We broke down their play, and we think that's how we used to play before, and that's why I got confused. I'm saying, why didn't you just go? Why didn't you go back to that defensive tactic for the next 10 games?
Right. Well, do you want to do that? I mean, as an Arsenal
fan,
to
win the league, bro. That's how we won it with George Graham. Boring ass football.
Okay, fair enough. George Graham was 30-something years ago, bro.
I don't care.
It's a different game now.
20 years we won the league, bro. I'd rather that.
I'm right with you on that. But we've seen what happens.
You can't have it all. You can't have it all.
Against Fulham, they scored.
We can't have it all.
Against Liverpool, Zinni got nutmeg, gave up a goal.
Yeah,
we aren't built to shut down.
That's the idea about it. That's what I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say to you. You're going about Zinchenko. Yo, you just hit it there for me. You're going about Zinchenko, and that's what I said. I said if the man had any common sense, he would have put Cunnintina and shut him down and keep our lead, defend our lead.
It could have, should have, would have. Right? There's many things.
But we tried playing good football, and we conceded the league for it.
I don't have that.
You can't have the two, bro. Like what I'm trying to tell you is, when you mourn about Zinchenko, you just said Zinni. Yeah, if I tell the way, you know what, Tini get on it second half. Let's go solid. We would have won that game.
Right, but we can't. We aren't built for locking down teams. We've tried that. We've tried it and have teams come back.
But it works in some games, bro. It works in some games. You can't go toe to toe all the time.
Of course it works some games, but I'm talking. Okay, I'm not okay. You're right. Some games, of course, it works because every game is a situation is different. Every game, I'll give you that. Some game situations are different, but majority of the situations are different. But nothing that is unusual or completely unorthodox to what Arteta has seen before, right? No teams are doing just crazy weird shit. Okay, you have. Of course you have. You're a fan. You've seen a lot of weird shit in football. But I don't. But Arsenal are not built. Even the Wenger years, we were not built to sit back. We weren't
At
built.
all.
You
We
say
actually
that. You
came
say
out.
that.
We played.
Okay, you
We
say
played.
that.
We
You
played.
say that.
Actually,
Of course we did it
we
because
played
that
more
was
attacking
And that's
football
why.
under Wenger.
And that's why we have. And that's why. This is what I'm saying. This is what pissed me off with Arteta last season because we say that we play more football, and you say that, but all these in the chat cry like babies. The only time, listen up there, Carl Rossi, narcissist, argument, tactic for. When was the last time we went Old Trafford? Give me. When was the last time we went to Old Trafford? Before Arteta got there, played defensive football. 14 years.
no,
14 years.
No.
It took us. Yeah, Adi Bayor. Listen, Adi Bayor, 2006 scored the last winning goal in Old Trafford. So Mikel Arteta for 14 years, we got battered there, 8-2 thing, and then Arteta went there. Okay, went to a place where we've never won for 14 years, and defensively broke the shit. He put Mohamed Al Nani and Partey, and they couldn't do nothing, and we beat them. That's how you win titles in them kind of places. You don't go to Man United thinking and go to Liverpool where they think we're going to come and smash you up.
No,
Guys,
you
we've
have
come
to
to the
start
end of the
game like
show.
that. You have to come in right, but when you're set up your team, Arteta's setting them up to attack and score goals, bro. He's not setting them up to defend because he knows United is one of the shit. This is one of the worst United teams in the last 27 years.
Guys,
I'm saying to you,
But
it's
you're right.
18 years
It's
a long time.
situational. It's situational. I will give you that. You're correct. But the overall picture for Arsenal Football Club, the blueprint that we've run on for 25 years is attack,
Well,
and not get back. Now, I know games call for different situations. When it's
Exactly.
2-0 up and we go up against Chelsea and they bring on, or let's say City, and they start bringing on different players or so forth, like we would ever go up 2-0 against City. But you know what I mean? Okay, Villa, whatever. You know, they're going to mix it up to make it harder. But we can't always sit back. Right? Because you sit back, you get complacent, and you lose concentration, and that's when we give up goals. Point in fact was Fulham last weekend. We sat back on a 2-1 lead. When we smell blood, you go for it, bro. You go for it, and that's what
I personally think, I'll tell you something, all right? See, Anfield,
because he cannot do that.
No, but Anfield, to be honest with you, Anfield, Arsenal fans, if you don't agree with me, then you're full of shit because your own fucking team shit scared of them. You're playing fucking Never Walk Alone in your training ground. There it is there. I rest my case. Bro, so when you're tuning up, you go out there and play for your lives. No, you never. You try going toe-to-toe for them when you're already scared in the back of your head. You never walk alone.
Yeah, well,
I rest my case.
You got to as well. You do have good points, Ron. You do. I just, I myself see it a little bit differently. I think that,
Well, you're never going to win the league. I'll tell you the truth, bro. Man City sometimes traps. Like when Man City played Paris away last year, I watched the game. They never played good football. They scrapped the result. When they played Brentford.
We scrapped the result yesterday.
Yeah, but I'm saying to you is,
that we're scrapping wins.
But Man City,
Manchester City, we need to smell blood and go put 3 or 4 on them.
The difference is Manchester City, see, they know how to scrap results. We got to learn how to do that. If the football, we got to listen. If we don't win ugly, if you don't know how to win ugly, you don't win the league. That's a fact.
Right, but we shouldn't using that as.
There's no team, even Man United.
But again, should all the whole games we've been winning be ugly? Can't we just?
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. I said Alex Ferguson.
Can't we just win comfortably?
Yeah, okay. Why did Alex Ferguson? And this is a question to the fan base. I want you to answer. All of them who's clever. Anthony Herbert. Where is it? The thing? Anthony Herbert. Carl Rossi. I want to ask the question to Carl Rossi, Mr. Model. Why did Alex Ferguson always have Wenger's number? I want you guys, Mr. Tacticians, to tell me why. I'm waiting for their answers. Answer me, Carl Rossi. Answer me, thing. Why did he have his number? Because he said something in the press conference that made it, and it worked. That's why they used to battle us.
See ya, guys. We've come to the end of the show. You know
Very good.
what? Yeah, this is.
I want the
You know what?
answers.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, guys. You know what? How about bringing Prince forward to the next installment? Yeah, of the Dal and Claude show, guys.
Oh,
This is
roll out the
it,
red carpet.
bro. Guys,
Where's my
guys,
answer? Where's
guys,
Tahib? Tahib, where's my answer?
guys,
Tahib. All of them.
guys,
See? They all
guys.
run it now.
Guys, we might make
I'm
me and
thinking about the
Dal,
question.
me and DVS might just make Prince Fuad a constant special guest on this show.
I
Yeah,
love it.
see, man, this fire, man, this is what we need. Yeah, this football club, this fire. Yeah,
For
see,
sure.
Oregon Gunner, shout out where people could find you, my brother, man.
Well, Tony, thank you so much. This has been a fun show. I
Yeah,
love it. I love
this
the
is fun.
debate
I was just
because
laughing,
at the
man.
end of the day, I know Fawad wants nothing more than to Declan Rice or Odegaard to lift that trophy. That's what we want, and
Exactly.
we see different ways of getting there, and that's all this is. And so, anyone in the chat, I don't want to get personal, start insulting each other. Fawad and Carl, you guys can arm wrestle it out, whatever you guys want to do. You know. But Fawad has good points. You know, he sees things that some of us don't, and some of us see things that maybe he don't. And that's the brilliance of doing these shows, right? So shout out Tony, thanks for having me on. Shout out Prince Fawad. I'd love to make this a weekly thing to go back and forth because I know
Yeah,
we
with
want the
Prince
same
Fuad.
thing. We
Of
want the
course, of
same
course,
thing, right? And we
of
just
course.
see different ways about going about it.
I
Um,
speak my mind. See, that's why they know gonna go. Do you get me?
but
I don't follow none of you, and they know that. That's why they tear. Everyone
That's why
knows.
we value we value your opinion, except for when it's in Kenya.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
anyway,
sure.
thank you so much, Tony, for having me on the show. Thank you, everyone in the chat. I see many friends.
It's
Names
our
and
show.
names
It's
there.
our show now. It's
Yeah, it's
our
good
show.
time. Our show. I'm waiting for those residual checks to come in, Tony.
Exactly, man.
But thanks again for having me on. Yeah, thanks for doing this. We'll be back, I'm sure, next Monday with our
Yeah.
man Prince. But you can check me out on Oregon Gooner on YouTube. Instagram is infamous_Dow. Twitter is Oregon Goon HD. I'm kind of firing that up. Put some Arsenal content on there. Just some funny shit. Just something to do in my spare time. But thanks for the chat. Thanks for Wad for joining us. And Tony, thanks again for providing a great platform. And we beat United, man. We did it at the end, but we got the 3 points. And I got to give all praise to the players that made it happen. I think it was a group effort yesterday. You know, some subs could have been made differently, but that's in the past. And we move on to Everton. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's the
Prince
Arsenal.
Fuad, yeah, Prince Fuad. Of course, you know this is me and Dao show. Please, we would like to have you down here. You can see the fans. You rile these guys up. Yeah, I just like it,
Love it.
man. You rile Kyle.
It ain't my
You
fault. They're
rile.
daft, bro.
You
They're just
rile
daft, bro.
Kyle Rossi. Kyle Rossi's a great guy, yeah. But the way you rile
It ain't
that
my
guy
fault.
up,
He's
man,
daft, bro. He's a. What's my favorite
yeah,
saying? On the good. Carol, what's my
the way
favorite
you
saying?
rile him up,
No,
you
no, no,
boil
no.
his blood.
It's not my.
You
What's my
boil
favorite
his blood.
saying? A
You
world
boil
class
his blood.
donut. That's what they are. A world class donut. That's my favorite saying.
Even Wu-Fang division, you boil their blood, yeah. So it'd be nice for for you to just come in and pop in down here most times with me and Dal. It would be very 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 interesting, guys in the chat. I just wanted to give you a taste of what Prince Fuad, the magic he can create when we when we're on the show together with Dal, of course, yeah. Thanks for joining us today. Tomorrow, yeah, Flawless is coming and joining us on the show tomorrow from Sarcasm TV. Yeah, Flawless in the evening tomorrow is joining us. So, that'll be a big one. You have to join us for that one. And it's going to be a panel. Yeah, Chelsea, Tottenham. See, those guys are going to be here. Yeah. So come join us tomorrow and let's hash things out tomorrow with Flawless as he, shows up down here. Prince Fuad, please shout out where people could find you. Give some last final words to, the guys in the chat who want a piece of you, yeah? Talk to these people and let us know if you're going to, grace the show with me and Dal
You
most
can
times.
find me on Twitter, Prince Fuad. You can find me on YouTube, Prince Fuad TV, and come to me and I'll give you some real education, free of charge. And Carl Rossi, I'll educate you free of charge. I won't even charge you, free of charge. I'll teach you about football and how it works.
Ladies and gentlemen,
One more thing to
everyone
say,
in the
Tony. One more
chat.
chat. I want to shout out
Yeah.
Wolfgang. Find me on Instagram if you want to get on a show and have your say. That goes for many people in the chat. shout me out. Find Tony or TJ. Instagram is the best way to reach out to us personally through DMs. I don't know about Tony, but if you want to get on the show, Wolfgang, we can make that happen.
Yeah, definitely. See, everyone in the chat that came today, thanks very much. Come next week to support me, Prince Fuad, and of course, Dallas. We try to see how we can take the show further. Yeah, big ups to everyone. Thank you very much. Join us tomorrow with Flawless of Saxon TV. As we do that show tomorrow, and
Right.
go look for Prince Fuad. Talk to him on Instagram or wherever you could find him. Oregon Goodness,
Twitter,
same thing
Twitter.
too.
I'm
Okay, on Twitter, go check out these guys, talk to them, just have a friendly banter with them, yeah, and we'll continue from there. So big ups to everyone. Prince Awad, thank you for coming to the show, man, my brother, man, thank you.
No worries, bro.
Oregon Gunner, thanks, man.
brother.
Everyone in the chat, big ups to you. You are the real legends, guys. Yeah, big
Yes,
ups
sir.
to you. Big ups.